The recent and most commonly heard protest is that of the cow protection in India made me sit and take a notice. Is eating non-vegetarian food allowed in the scriptures? Is eating beef allowed in the scriptures? Then the answer to that lies when one cross-checks what the Hindu scriptures say. And I came to a conclusion that yes, it is allowed to have non-vegetarian food and even beef in Hindu scriptures. It permits the sages and sons to have non-vegetarian and even beef. Then why are our Hindu brothers and sisters opposing this in the recent times? The answer to this lies that it is due to the influence of the other religion like Jainism, etc. The people were being influenced by the philosophy of ahimsa, that is of not killing animals, that they accepted this philosophy in their way of life. Otherwise, Islam is also for the animal rights. A Muslim can give a talk on animal rights. Islam as a religion says that do not overburden the animals, treat them nicely, give them food, but when required, they are even created for food. As Allah says in Surah Ma'idah, Surah number 5, ayah number 1, Allah says, "O you who believed, fulfill all contracts. Lawful for you are the animals of grazing livestock, except for that which is recited to you." And similar messages given in Surah Nahl, Surah number 16, verse number 5, and Surah Mu'minun, Surah number 23, verse 21, where Allah says, "And the grazing livestock He has created for you, in them is warmth and benefits, and from them you eat. And indeed, for you in livestock is a lesson. We give you drink from that which is in their bellies, and for you in them are numerous benefits, from them you eat." So I believe that these protesters who raged over the eating of beef are ignorant of what their religion preaches. They're simply going against their own Hindu scriptures. Most of the world religions sanctify offering of animals and sacrifice, including Hinduism. Hindu scriptures are witnesses to such sacrifices and killings of animals for consumption. And references of such commands are replete in Hindu scriptures like MANUSMRITI, VEDAs, Upanishads, BRAHMINS, Sutras, Dharma Sutras, and others. This video would not suffice for quoting all such references, but for a few different scriptures are imperative to bring home the point and clear misconceptions. Proof 1. Manusmriti chapter 5 verse 30 says that it is not sinful to eat meat of eatable animals, for Brahma has created both the eaters and the eatables. Manusmriti chapter 5 verse 35 states that when a man who is properly engaged in a ritual does not eat meat, after his death he will become a sacrificial animal during 21 rebirths. And Maharishi Yajnavalkya says in Shatpat Brahman that I eat beef because it is very soft and delicious. This is Maharishi saying this. And more to give, Apastam Grihasutram says that the cow would be slaughtered on the arrival of guests, on the occasion of Shraddha of ancestors, and on the occasion of marriage. And for your more information, Rig Veda declares that on the occasion of a girl's marriage, oxen and cows are slaughtered. Now the question arises, while you being a Hindu would consider your scriptures of more priority and importance, or do you just get influenced by the other religions talking about ahimsa, or due to any political reasons as well? As a Hindu, of course, you will have to follow your scriptures. Indra, who is the leader or the king of devas or gods and the lord of Svargaloka or heaven according to Rig Veda states that Indra used to eat the meat of cow, calf, horse and buffalo. But logic says one can have meat and also beef in specific, which the today's modern day Hindus deny, which is going against the Vedas. Vasistha Dharma Sutra, which is one of the few surviving ancient Sanskrit Dharma Sutras of Hinduism, writes, if a Brahmin refuses to eat the meat offered to him on the occasion of Shraddha or worship, he goes to hell. What do you mean? It even allows the Brahmins to eat meat, the non-veg. Also, comments of some great scholars I can give of Hinduism which are worth noting, like Hinduism's greatest propagators, Swami Vivekananda says that in the complete works of Swami Vivekananda, volume 3, page 536, he says, "You will be surprised to know that according to the ancient Hindu rites and rituals, a man cannot be a good Hindu who does not eat beef." Who does not eat beef. Mukandilal writes in his book, Cow Slaughter, Haunts of a Dilemma, page 18, he writes that in ancient India, cow slaughter was considered auspicious on the occasions of some ceremonies. Bride and groom used to sit onto the hide of a red ox in front of a Vedi. The renowned scholar of scriptures, Dr. Pandurang Vaman says, Bhajasankhya Samhita sanctifies beef eating because of its purity. And that's written in Dharmasutra Vichar Marathi, page 180. The book The History and the Culture of Indian People, published by Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, Bombay, and edited by renowned historian R.C. Majumdar, volume 2, page 578, says, "This is said in the Mahabharata that King Rantidev used to kill 2,000 other animals in addition to 2,000 cows daily in order to give their meat in charity." It seems a great majority of followers of Hinduism are not in contact with their religious scriptures, and thus falling an easy prey to the fascist forces who have nothing to offer to the Indian society except hatred. And all Indians knowing where these hate mongers are taking India to. I request all my Hindu brothers and sisters watching this, please try to learn your scriptures. Come closer to your scriptures and come to common terms as between us and you. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the Lord of the worlds, say in Surah Nahl, Surah number 16, verse 125, Allah says, "Invite to the way of your Lord with wisdom and beautiful preachings, and reason with them and argue with them in the ways that are best and most gracious." Subscribe and turn your notifications on to never miss any update on this channel.